everybody, how are you all doing today? Welcome back to Mama's Kitchen. I would like to say a very big thank you to all my subscribers, my people, some people who like my video, and if you're just seeing this video for the first time, please subscribe, like, and share. Okay, today I'm going to show you how I make my white moi-moi. In my village it's called Fori Fori. I don't know what you call it in your place, but that's the name they call it in my village. Some other part of Igbo land may have different names for it, but but this is called Fori Fori, and it's just white moi-moi with sauce. So let me show you how I do this. This is beans. I had these beans washed since last night. I mean, when I say wash, I mean taking off the skin, and it's been soaking since last night. So this has been soaking for about 6-7 hours. I have here red combination of red and orange pepper. Actually, I normally use the red one, but because I'm out of the red one today, so I'm adding the orange one. So you need some pepper, you need dried shrimps, you need a lot of onions for this sauce, but I'm using 2 medium-sized onions here. I might even have to add one more. You need some crayfish and red oil. So let's get in the kitchen and make this happen. Okay, I'm going to show you how I make the sauce. This is where the work is. Okay, so this is these are the 2 onions that I showed you in the beginning. I chopped them up, and I'm going to pour them here in the mortar. Sorry, I don't like to waste food, so I'm going to get all this out. So I have it here, and I'm going to start blending it. I mean, pounding it. In the village, it's normally not fully grounded. You can still see some chunks in it when you're eating it. So I'm not going to really pound it to a paste. I'm just going to reduce the size of the onion chunks, you know, just to give it a little pounding. And then I have my, remember the shrimp? I've already washed it. So you add the shrimps. The dry shrimps. You add the pepper. Everything has been washed. And you add the crayfish. And at this point, you just pound everything together. Now I have it to the texture that I want. This is not too grinded, and it's not too, how do I put it? I just have it to the texture that I want. Everything is grinded up, you know, pounded up. So let's go into the kitchen and the other side of the kitchen and see how this goes. Okay, I have this pot on the stove. Please don't use too much heat, and whenever you're using vegetable, palm oil, try as much as possible to open your doors when you're trying to fry or bleach it. Sorry, that's American oil for you. Everything is slipping. I'm gonna turn the stove more. Last week I was cooking, and my smoke alarm messed up my video, but I still posted it like that. So I don't want that to happen this week. So raise it a little bit. So basically what I'm doing here is just waiting for the oil to fry, not to melt. And I'm not really going to bleach it too much, You don't need to over bleach it, just let it get warm enough to fry, and then you start putting your food, your paste. I also like to let you know that this sauce doesn't really need seasoning, too much seasoning, because the shrimp is kind of sweet, salty, and then the crayfish is salt, has salt on its own, so you don't really need to put any Knorr cube or anything. So I'm just going to use salt to season this. So I'm still waiting. So the oil is ready. I'm going to turn the heat off. The oil is ready right now, and I'm going to start cooking my sauce. I can't wait to taste this Fori Fori. Turn back on. One good thing about this food is that it's really loaded with nutrients and all the things. It's a balanced diet. You have the fish there, the shrimp there, you have your onion, you have your pepper, you have everything. So this is really good. You can try this and see how it goes. So I'm just going to let it cook for a little while before I add my salt. Okay, this has been frying for about 5 minutes now, and like I told you in the beginning, I'm not really going to use salt. You can add seasoning to your taste, but with this I don't really put much I don't put any seasoning. I just use salt because the fish, the shrimp and the crayfish is already salty, so you can't just add too much to mess everything up. So I mixed it up, mixed everything up. You can see, I wish you can just come and smell this aroma. This is delicious. It's gonna be delicious. It's always delicious whenever I make it. Yeah, it's okay. Sometimes people want the onions to be really, really fried, so they keep frying it until it's really fried. But I don't fry it for too long. After about 5 to 10 minutes of frying, I normally just turn off the heat or turn it low and cover the pot and just let it simmer for a while, maybe 5 more minutes. So this has been frying for about 5 minutes. I'm going to add just a little water. It depends on you. Depends on how much thick or light you want your sauce. I just added, let me add a little more. And in 5 minutes, your sauce will be ready. And that's how you make the sauce for Fori Fori. So we're going to go into making the white moi-moi. Okay, here I'm going to be grinding the beans. You don't really need much water when you grind. It depends on your blender. For my blender, I need to put some water. Some people have blenders that can just grind it without putting water. But in the village they pound it in the mortar, so there's no blender or water measurements, but this is just how I blend mine. So here the beans is already blended, but I did not really blend it to a smooth paste, because with Fori Fori you don't want to over blend it. You want to just leave some of that, let it have some chaffy filling. So this is the blended beans. I'm going to season it with salt. This here is about 1.5 spoons of salt. Season it to your taste. You know, with this, you're not going to put, you're not going to add Knorr or Maggi. In the village, our mothers don't do that. You just add salt and they cook it. So this is already mixed. I'm going to leave it here and get my wraps. I'm going to show you how I wrap my moi-moi pouches. You know, sometimes I use the bowl, I use the foil plates like I did when I did the corn moi-moi. But for this, I'm going to use this because I'm in a hurry today. The foil plate takes longer time to cook than this, so I always just use this when I'm in a hurry. And this is how I fold it. This is how you can fold it. You cut it out like this, and you fold it. You fold it into 2 equal parts. See, it's equal. Then you fold the bottom once, fold it again twice, and when you are doing this other side, you have to fold it the opposite way. So instead of folding this way, you fold it this way, so that it will not have any spill at all. See, you folded it this way, and then the other side you folded it that way, and that's how you make your pouches for your moi-moi. I've already put the moi-moi in the foil pouches, and this is what I do. The water is there already boiling. I just put my foil paper on top of the water like this so that it doesn't get burnt. And I'm going to gently lay my pouches in the pot. And here is your delicious food. This is Fori Fori. In the village, they cook it in cups. So I don't have any cup. I have cups, but I just decided to cook it like this. But this food, I promise you, is very delicious. Very, very delicious. I want you to try it one of these days and see what I mean. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you. I appreciate you. Have a good evening and see you in my next video. Bon appetit!